few weeks ago, I brought in a Honda FourTrax. It's seen better days, it's a 2007, and it's well used, but the truth is it's like a lot of ATVs kicking around folks' houses. There's still a lot of life left in them. And instead of putting lipstick on a pig, I put on stuff that'll actually get used. In round one, it was a light bar to replace the single working headlight, wheel bearings to make up for worn out, sloppy, and truthfully, completely unsafe stalkers, a new winch in place of one that looked like it may have been on the ark, and a new winch control where there was just 3 bare wires. Finishing up with some well-needed fender protectors as well. All stuff that'll be put to use each ride. Now, for those of you that watched that episode, you might have seen that there was still a few areas that needed to be looked at, namely in the tire department. And sticking with the true fashion of the first update, I'm not trying to make this rig look impressive, but rather work impressively. I'm strictly going for functionality to get more miles out of this thing. And the tires were beat. Not as bad as the winch, mind you, but they were in need of either a boatload of tire jack sealant or a new set. Because I knew the bead of these rims were leaking and in need of a cleanup, I opted to go the route of new rubber. Trail Troopers to be specific, a great tire with a solid rubber compound and excellent all-weather, all-terrain grip. They're price-friendly and come in a wide variety of sizes. Now, this isn't my ATV, and when I'm updating somebody else's ride, I want to keep in mind their preferences, and tire size came into play here. Not so much outside diameter, but width in this case. The owner has a pretty wide setup. I'm a fan of square tires and might have gone 10 inches wide all around or 11 rear and 9 up front. But the rims are staggered width, and to keep it as close to what was on it, I went for a 10-inch wide front and an 11 in the rear. For a little Honda, this thing is going to get some impressive grip. The Trail Trooper is available from 8-inch to 12-inch width, 23 to 29-inch height, and in both 12 and 14-inch rim options. Now that we're hooked up in the traction department, I know that this rig is ready to work. I also know that it's going to plow snow this winter, which is part of the reason why the winch up front was so destroyed and we replaced it. Now, if I can add some greater functionality for those cold winter months for the owner, I think it's going to go a long ways. And to help with that, this is a Kimpex heated grip kit. It's probably the most economical way you're going to get your digits warm when plowing or going for a ride spring or fall. Sure, some folks might say that this isn't needed, but I can tell you, and I'm sure that you'll agree if you plow a lot of snow, that heated grips is the difference between getting the job done and stopping to warm up off the exhaust, taking twice the time to get the job done. At -30, heat is your friend. This Kimpex kit is super easy to install, it's simple, comes with a selectable 5-level heat button, and wires in with ease. I know this will come in handy and make plowing a more enjoyable job. And to be honest, after riding a buddy's ATV with hot grips just a few weeks ago in the cold and rain, I didn't mind it at all. Now, my last part is a little bit less of a functional requirement like all the rest of the stuff has been, but it will help get work done. And that part is a 115-liter Nomad Trunk. Because storage is, well, pretty much non-existent, and where there is a small trunk in the rear, there's also lots of water, so we need a place to put stuff. Whether it's camo and ammo for the hunting season or a tow strap and work gloves and bar oil for clearing brush or cutting firewood, the Nomad gives you a lot of options. A built-in rear gas can notch gives you a little extra to get home or gas to carry for the saw, and the fact that it's water and dust tight means that you can ride in the rain or hit that mud hole with speed and still keep your important stuff dry. The Nomad's made strong and completely universal for mounting, so it's gonna fit. It's one of those additions that just gives you a spot to put stuff that's safe and dry, and there's few times that I'm not looking for more of that. At one point, this Honda was in great shape, but real-world use and hard work, along with a fall behind and some maintenance areas, caused it to look a little rough. Now, when you take the right time and the right parts, you can bring a vehicle like this back to life, and I think we've done just that. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be around for another 13 years of hard work.
If you've enjoyed this episode of TRAX TV, definitely reach down and click the like button, and please consider subscribing to our channel if you want to see more content just like this. We appreciate it a lot, and stay tuned for more stuff coming from TRAX in the very near future.